This little guy has thrown off all of our plans. He came early, and so we're excited to have him. But what it means is that we canceled our plans to do a weekend getaway this weekend. My wife is actually going to rush out of town to be with my son and my daughter-in-law and see the baby and help them out and do stuff with them and all that jazz. And I will be here not losing my daily challenge streak, which is what's relevant to my Red Dead series of videos. So I will be going out in August, which I was already planning on doing anyway, but it looks like it's likely that I will not lose my daily challenge streak until then, which I guess for purposes of Red Dead at least, regardless of what any of that means for anything else going on in my life, that's good news. Actually, all of this is good news. It's all exciting. So anyway, yeah, we'll see. We'll continue to have more gold. Hopefully there'll be something a little bit more to spend it on. Not that I don't have things I can spend it on now, but what I really kind of hope to see shortly is that there's at least some more limited clothing. And this is now the second week in a row that we have not had any limited clothing, which is the first time that that's happened since I've started playing, at least back at the beginning of the year. And maybe there are some people who think that that may be signs of a DLC or major update impending. We'll see. I have my doubts about that, but that would sure be nice. And of course, if that happens, I will have probably a new Outlaw Pass to buy and a new role to buy. So those will be spendy with regards to gold. I have saved up quite a bit though. My goal was to save 90 gold, because the last Outlaw Pass was, what was it, 40 I think it was, gold to buy, and the Moonshiner roll was 25. And there was some chatter that there might be two rolls, and if they were both 25, and then I said I needed a minimum of 90, two 25s and a 40. And I don't really need it because I didn't need to buy them all at once. The Outlaw Pass, you get all the gold back that you spend by the time you go through it, for instance. But, you know, I wanted to have 90. I actually now have consistently for the most part been up over 140, so I kind of overachieved. I do spend gold as I get it, especially if I know I'm over my goal, then I feel free to go buy stuff every so often. And some of the stuff I bought has been a little pricier on the gold side. I bought the Panther saddle, and then I ended up tossing it as I decided that the Nacogdoches saddle was the only one I would ever use. I bought the reverse dapple roan Nakota because I wanted to have a little bit of an unusual horse that was very different than all the ones that I had, and that was different than what other people are using. And I've bought a fair bit of gold clothing here and there over the last little bit of time, because I've had the gold to spend. But I've kind of moved my goalposts, and now I want to try and keep 140. So I got to be a little bit careful how I spend. Once the update drops, I'll feel a little more free to spend what I have. But also the hope, of course, is that when the update drops, we will go back into a schedule where updates come a little bit more frequently, and I will need to have gold again to spend on, Outlaw Pass 4. Hopefully not too long after Outlaw Pass 3. Not to mention whatever new rolls continue to come out and whatever new limited this or that comes out. And all the rolls have some stuff that you can buy from Madame Nazar that is also pricey in terms of gold, but a lot of it's pretty cool to have. Some of the gloves, the eyewear, the hats, all that stuff is kind of cool. I finally, in fact, even broke down and bought a hip flask. I'd resisted buying one for forever because they were really expensive, but this week everything at Madame Nazar's is on sale, so I bought a few things from her that I kind of have resisted buying because I thought it was pricier than I thought it was worth. But right now it's not nearly as bad. Anyway, enough talking about that. I have a series of outfits for you. There's not necessarily a theme uniting them. The Hot Brawler is the first one This is an outfit that would look really good on Arthur if these clothes were available in single player. I don't think they look great on my character. Like I said last time, I picked the athletic build, but he does not look like a fighter. He looks like a runner, like a long distance runner, kind of guy who runs marathons or whatever. Kind of skinny, and he's fit, but he's thin. So Brawler, it's a Brawler outfit, and it doesn't really fit him super well. So it's unfortunate. It's a good outfit, I think, but it's not the best outfit for my character. The next one is one that I saw something very similar to this, just doing an image search, I guess, and I thought it looked pretty cool. I couldn't remember the exact details of how it was built, so and I didn't necessarily try to copy it exactly, but I think I probably got pretty close. The little lapel in the pocket almost looks like a sheriff's star, especially if you see him from a little bit of a distance and don't look super closely. So I kind of call this the lawman outfit, and it kind of looks a little bit like a lawman, I think. And then the cold weather outfit is just another cold weather outfit. Like I said, there's no theme uniting these. They're just all outfits that I like. I do have to give credit to somebody anonymous who did something very similar on the average outfit that I kind of copied, so that one's not 100% unique. After this, I am embarking on a series of outfits named after regions in the game. So the next 6 outfits will be named after the various states, including New Paradise, which of course is not actually a state in Red Dead 2, but it was in Red Dead 1 under its Spanish name. And then after that, I've started working on some that are based on the different regions. Something that's a little unusual, and I've mentioned this before, and it's really kind of irritating, is that Rockstar has become extremely prudish and politically correct, and they were famous for not being that way, but it's kind of absurd. So I tried to name one of my outfits the Cumberland, because it was named after the Cumberland Forest, right, which is actually a real place in the U.S. The Cumberland Gap and the Cumberland National Forest are in Tennessee, Kentucky, kind of that area. Straddles a couple of different state lines up in that area, and it's kind of famous for where Daniel Boone first kind of started extending the frontier to the west. However, for some bizarre reason, I could not type that in, and I think it's because of the first syllable. I don't know why Rockstar would even tell you that you can't name your horses or your characters or your outfits after certain things because of quote-unquote profanity. But this one was really absurd that it was blocked out, because it's literally a region. It's a name from the game, for crying out loud. But it wouldn't let me name my outfit that, and I tried different things to get around it. What I ended up having to, and they were all blocked too, what I ended up having to do was change the name to a K. But I don't want to get ahead of myself. That's not this video, it's not next video, it's not even the one after that, it's the one after that. But I do bring it up just because I'm really kind of irritated with Rockstar, and they're kind of falling into this same cult that every corporation in America, or the West for that matter, is, in which they run around virtue signaling and trying to tell everybody what they should think, and it's kind of the opposite of the brand that Rockstar has built. I mean, I don't know how old you guys are, all 2 of you that may stumble across this video, but I remember very clearly when GTA, I don't remember which one it was, I think it was Vice City is the one that really kind of broke big, but maybe it was one even before that. And it was kind of controversial because of the completely non-politically correct things you could do, the over-the-top violence, the gratuitous violence, for example, the picking up prostitutes and beating them up or killing them or whatever, stuff like that. And people, were kind of all in an uproar over that, and Rockstar's brand was, we don't care, we're not politically correct. It is shocking to me to see how incredibly politically correct they have been more recently, and it's frustrating that I can't even frickin' name my outfits properly because some idiot put some kind of quote-unquote profanity filter that is blocking stuff that is not a profanity. In fact, my cold weather outfit, and maybe you'll notice it when you look at the video, was doing something with it. I was tweaking it at one point, and my wife walked by and saw the coat I was wearing and says, "You look like a pimp." So I tried to call it the Cold Pimp, and it wouldn't accept that either. So I had to, although I was able to circumvent that one by replacing it with a space, I think. But I don't know. I'm really kind of shocked that Rockstar is so off-brand on this issue right now. It's really not like them, and it's not welcome. But be that as it may, here I am chattering about all the things that are wrong in the world today again. I'll let it go, and hopefully you enjoy these outfits.